Hey, sis. Hey, Joey. Hey. Hello. Welcome back to the Budget Gourmet. I'm Dan, the Budget Gourmet. And if you're new here, I try to create delicious recipes for you and your family to enjoy while saving a little bit of cash. I'm not a professional chef, but I have been a personal one for my family for the past 6 years now. Well, it's been a while since I posted a video, so I thought what better way to come back than to redo an old recipe and to try to make it better. Excuse me. My most viewed video is Linguine Clams, and I think it's most viewed for all of the wrong reasons. Listen, guys, I was naive. I was immature. I wasn't all there yet with my cookery skills. I'm still not, but I'm sorry. Forgive me, please. My lady, please. Forgive me. Please. This is the opportunity to take what I've learned from my past mistakes and my culinary misdeeds to learn and grow and make it better. So today we're going to do that, and we're going to make linguine and clams. Actually, we're not going to make linguine and clams. We're making bucatini and clams because that was the pasta I had in my cupboard. We're going to try to bring our A game 110% into this pasta dish. It's going to be the best linguine and clams you have ever eaten in your life. Hopefully. This is a new me. This is a new Budget Gourmet. We're back. There's a plane. But let's go to the store so we can get some ingredients for linguine and clams. Woohoo!
Alright, so first things first, we're going to get our water boiling. This is the thing that's going to be taking the longest amount of time. Highest possible heat setting we have. And then we're going to be filling our pot a little bit over halfway of water. Salting it with a nice big pinch of salt. And we're going to be covering it so it can boil faster. So this recipe is perfect for a weeknight meal. It's very few ingredients. Starting out with some garlic. Pasta of your choice. I have bucatini. Parsley is going to bring a layer of freshness and vibrancy to the dish. A lemon, using its zest and lemon juice for our sauce. Chopped clams, we're going to be using 3 cans along with the clam juice. A bottle of white wine, cooking, that's all I had, leave me alone. And I have a bottle of extra virgin olive oil, along with some salt and pepper, I believe are a must in any dish. One of the reasons in particular that I love this dish is that there is very little prep work. Starting out here, we're going to be crushing our garlic. Not only does this help me peel the garlic, but it also makes it easier to mince because after you crush it, it already starts to break into little pieces. I generally like to keep my garlic slices a little bit thicker because if they're too thin, they have a higher chance of burning in the pan very quickly, and burnt garlic tends to be a little bit bitter and slightly unpleasant. I'm cleaning up as I go. Thank you, Ratatouille. Colette saying, keep your station clean. I live by that rule, or at least I try to. The next item on our list is our fresh parsley. From our bundle, we're just going to be chopping off a little bit. We're going to be doing a more fine chop on this because it's really meant to be a garnish. Yes, it's going to bring that vibrancy. Yes, it's going to bring that freshness and that greenery to the dish, but really it's just to try to convince people that you're eating something healthier than you are. So there's that. Okay, so for our sauce, I'm going to grab our pan and put it on a low heat. I'm going to add a big glug of olive oil. In that cold olive oil, we're immediately going to be adding our garlic. This gives you some room to work, and by letting that garlic slowly come up to temp, it has less of a chance to burn. All you want to do is just allow your garlic to sizzle and get a little bit of color on it. Next, as our garlic is sizzling away, I'm just adding some salt and pepper. Traditionally, you could use some red pepper flakes too if you like, but my family doesn't really like spicy. After your garlic is done cooking and has become fragrant and browned nicely, you can add your white wine. This is typically used to deglaze the pan to remove any stuck garlic bits at the bottom. The next, and dare I say, most important part of our sauce that we're adding next is our clams. I'm using 3 cans of chopped clams. You can use fresh clams if you choose to. I'm also adding the juice. This is just going to give it that extra little bit of that saltwater sea flavor that we're looking for in our sauce. After giving our sauce a stir and letting it do its thing on the side, our water has come up to the boil. Remember, follow the package instructions. It will tell you more times than not how to cook it to al dente. Set a timer. I'm going to be bundling the pasta in my hands, giving it a twist, and allowing it to drop. Creates this cool sort of spiral shape in the water and allows all of the pasta to submerge at one time so it cooks evenly. Next, we're going to take our lemon here. We are going to be zesting it. This, along with the lemon juice, is going to be adding a lot more depth and boldness to our sauce. We're going to roll it on our cutting board here, try to break up all those lemony fibers. This is just going to make it a little bit easier for all of those juices to come out. We're going to let this sauce cook down and reduce just a little bit. That's going to help it to thicken up and let all the flavors come together. Make sure that as your sauce is cooking, you're tasting it at each step through the process to make sure that it aligns with what tastes good to you. Maybe it needs a little bit more salt. Maybe it's too salty. You won't know unless you taste test. The final part is just adding that parsley. It's going to bring that freshness and sort of cut the richness of this sauce to bring it all together. Our noodles are now al dente and finished cooking. I'm saving some of that starchy pasta water. It's going to allow the noodles and the sauce to just have that velvet finish and just be in harmony with one another. And now, all that's left to do is after you've finished adding your sauce to your noodles is just to make sure you mix thoroughly and make sure that all of those noodles are coated in that glorious sauce that you prepared. And that is Linguine Clams Part 2. Hopefully I did a better job this time around. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that is all for this week. I'll see you next time with a new video on the Budget Gourmet.